Hi there. I'm Andy Cannon, and I lead the Product and Technology Legal and Compliance team at Workday. Yes, I'm a lawyer, but I'm also a former software engineer. Over the years, I've had the opportunity to work very closely with the product and technology teams at Workday to help them navigate legal and compliance issues so we can deliver products and features that have achieved high adoption rates. In fact, I was the first AI lawyer and just second product counsel at Workday. Today, I'm going to walk you through how legal and product and technology teams can work together to achieve even greater success. When I first got into product counseling, I was surprised by the difference between working in-house and working directly at a law firm. At a firm, you are really just a service provider that is doing bespoke work at the direction of your clients. In-house, you get to truly partner with all the other teams in your organization, where you are all trying to achieve the same goal. You eventually achieve a deeper understanding of the products and the organization overall, and hopefully are able to provide insights to help drive adoption, fill existing process gaps, and even keep your stakeholders out of trouble by seeing around corners and highlighting potential issues before they arise. Over the years at Workday, I've had the opportunity to build out a team focused on these outcomes. I've really tried to lean in on being a strategic partner with all of my colleagues at Workday, and I think that is something that we've been very successful at. My team today consists of a mix of product lawyers and compliance specialists that also do a fair amount of product operations work. Interestingly enough, my team gets the opportunity to work directly with all of the product and technology teams at Workday, but we also get to work with customers in the sales cycle and through support requests, and with our largest vendors when we are bringing on products to extend the Workday platform. This means that we get a really good sense of what we are building and where we are going as a company. We get to hear what the customers are concerned about on a regular basis and what others are doing in the market. All of this information is valuable, and we share what we learn in each of these areas all the time. There probably is not a day that goes by without someone on my team discussing a product build strategy with the development team, sharing information on customer perspectives, and what others are doing in the market to solve the same issues. This all helps with adoption and customer uptake. As business leaders, why should you care about legal and compliance when developing AI products and features? It's really simple: adoption and efficiency. We build enterprise software applications because we want our customers to use them. When delivering enterprise products to the market, you always want to put your best foot forward on day one. From my perspective, that means your product must meet all applicable legal requirements, and you should always have additional collateral around your product that tells your legal, compliance, security, and privacy story. All of this helps to get your customers and their legal and compliance teams comfortable with your new offering right away, and prevents elongated sales cycles and extended reviews prior to adoption and enablement. So let's start on the legal requirements side. Of course, you need to build applications that make sense for your platform and customer needs, but you also need to make sure that you are meeting internal policies and best practices, as well as legal, compliance, and regulatory standards. On that latter point, especially with the rapid introduction of AI, we are seeing a shifting landscape that is adding requirements on providers of software in a variety of different areas. There's the European Union's AI Act and emerging laws and regulations in various states in the United States like California, Colorado, and New York, just to name a few. One thing that all of these laws and regulations have in common is a requirement of transparency and explainability with AI. This means that depending on the risk tier of your products, you might have to build in special features or components. For example, indicating that an answer is coming directly from AI by putting disclaimer language when generated text is surfaced to users, or putting a specific icon next to generative AI features like Workday's Purple Sparkle, which, by the way, is a very good example of what can happen when you give your legal requirements to your product and design teams. On the collateral side, you may build it out for a couple of different reasons. First, because of the requirements under the law. And second, to get your customer base comfortable with the product you are selling. Let's be honest. Even with the proliferation of AI and everyday tools we use, there is still a segment of the population that is nervous about it and may not completely understand the benefit. I sit in customer calls all the time, and I hear about how organizations are not ready to implement this AI tool or that AI tool because of valid concerns around data use, privacy, hallucinations, or even something else altogether. But I do think that that will change at some point, and especially when AI tools are delivered the right way. This means that more and more organizations are going to get comfortable with AI, and eventually, AI will be treated like every other software application. So why not start doing that today with the applications you build? Whenever anyone goes to market in the enterprise space, there is always an expectation to receive or have access to security, privacy, and compliance collateral around the offering. You should always be thinking about the same thing with respect to your AI tools. Customers want to know what the security model is. If you're building your product in compliance with applicable laws like the EU AI Act and GDPR, how their data is being used, what controls they have over their data, and the implementation of the AI feature, all just to name a few. The point is this: don't wait for the regulations to force your hand or for customer apprehension to slow adoption. AI is rapidly becoming integrated into everyday business operations, so organizations should proactively integrate it today. This means embedding transparency from the start, like explicitly indicating when AI is generating content or influencing an outcome within the application itself. Developing robust AI-specific collateral proactively. This means providing comprehensive documentation on security, privacy, like GDPR compliance, data usage and user controls, just as we do for any other established software offering. Integrating legal and compliance into the earliest stages of product development. This always avoids costly last-minute reworks and ensures a smoother, faster launch. And building foundational trust. By treating our AI applications with the same established rigor and transparency as our traditional software, we build confidence and comfort for our customers. One thing I've learned is that when product teams understand the legal and compliance side, and legal understands the tech and the product itself, everything moves infinitely faster. Issues come up early in development instead of at the finish line. And what that means is fewer surprises, fewer delays, and a smoother product launch. It also allows each group to be proactive and to anticipate the other's needs. Now, let's take a look at a real-world example of how Product Counsel drove AI adoption for Workday customers by anticipating a need very early on. With all of the emerging AI regulations throughout the world, especially those that are geared toward heightened transparency and explainability, my team sprang into action. We worked with a cross-functional group throughout Workday to develop what we call Workday AI fact sheets. This group included members of product and technology, privacy, responsible AI, security, and documentation. These fact sheets meet a number of legal and regulatory requirements by calling out specifics on privacy, including GDPR, responsible AI, including referencing our RAI principles, and even how and what data we use to deliver the feature. Additionally, they have been leveraged in customer conversations and give Workday customers comfort on how we are building AI products and how those products and the fact sheets can help customers meet their own compliance obligations. They have provided the added benefit of getting our product teams out of sales conversations and given our entire organization more insights into how Workday builds AI. My team has also been at the forefront of building out AI feature review processes, which are processes that have to be completed before a product is made available to our customers. This process has been invaluable in sharing information and making sure that the product and technology and legal and compliance teams meet early and often to anticipate each other's needs. The point of these types of reviews are to ensure that we are meeting all of our internal processes, customer obligations, and legal and compliance requirements. Typically, there are a number of cross-functional groups that are involved in any review process that gates product delivery. Over the years, my team has worked very closely with these teams and the product and technology organization to ensure that the reviews are as seamless as possible and can meet all of our product deadlines, ship dates, and all of the requirements that I have discussed today. So, for the business leaders watching, remember this: proactive collateral is power. Don't view documentation as an afterthought. Tools like our AI fact sheets are not just compliance mechanisms. They are powerful enablers for customer trust and sales acceleration. Also, integrate legal early. Bring legal and compliance into your product development process from day one. This collaborative approach minimizes reworks, accelerates timelines, and ensures your products meets all necessary specifications. And finally, mutual understanding is key. When product and technology and legal teams truly understand each other's worlds, the entire development and launch process becomes significantly more efficient and impactful. A question I frequently receive from general counsels and other legal tech leaders is, when is the right time to bring in product counsel? The truth is that there is really not a one-size-fits-all type of answer. It has a lot to do with the current size of your legal organization and what types of products you are supporting, along with the corresponding legal and compliance risks in that industry. With that being said, what I usually ask back is whether your legal department is having a hard time understanding what your product teams are doing, and is there friction between your team and the product and technology organization? If the answer to either of those questions is yes, you might benefit from having a product legal team in your legal department. A good product legal team will help translate legal issues to the product and technology organization and will translate product and technology issues back to the broader legal organization. They will pick up issues that cross over between product and legal with customer escalations in the sales cycle, and they will ensure that the products you are building meet all of the applicable legal and compliance requirements your organization might be subject to. Once you have a mature product legal team that has worked with your product and technology teams for a long period of time, you will probably find that the product legal team will be able to keep your development and engineering teams out of conversations so that they can focus directly on the work at hand. They will build out collateral and will help you navigate internal and external processes with ease. They will also help you drive consistency across your entire organization, as they will be working with everyone, not just a select few development teams. For general counsels and legal leaders, it's crucial to spot friction early and understand that the product type and industry risk define legal needs. Product counsel acts as a vital bridge between legal and tech, ultimately boosting compliance and efficiency and ensuring a unified legal approach across the organization. Being a product counsel has been a real dream job for me. Even though I sometimes miss my old life as a software developer, I'm still solving problems, and in many ways, I feel like I have a broader impact on my organization than I probably would have otherwise. I love working with the product and technology teams here at Workday, and I'm grateful that I get to strategize on how we deliver AI to our customers, and I'm proud of all the things we have done together. So as you move forward in your own organizations, here are the key takeaways I hope you carry with you from today's discussions. First, prioritize deep understanding. Legal teams must deeply understand the product catalog and technology stack to effectively serve as a translator between legal, product, and customer teams. Second, collaborate early and often. Working together from the outset allows us to highlight key issues and find creative solutions that truly resonate with customers through robust, streamlined review processes. Third, invest in transparency. Developing strong collateral that promotes transparency and explainability for all of your AI offerings is crucial for increasing customer adoption. And finally, stay ahead of the curve. By anticipating emerging requirements and seeing around corners, we can ensure our developers and engineers are never caught off guard, leading to smoother, more efficient product delivery. Thank you for joining me today. I hope this masterclass has inspired you to forge powerful partnerships between legal and product teams, ultimately leading to more successful and trusted AI innovations.